What's up guys, welcome back to our FIFA 21 video. Now today we're going to be discussing icon swaps versus icon SBCs in FIFA 21. So basically I'm going to be discussing which I think will be in FIFA 21, whether both of them will be in there, just one of them, or if none of them are going to be in FIFA 21. Obviously right now we don't know, like none of this is confirmed, but obviously in FIFA 19 we had icon SBCs where essentially, you know, there's like SBCs for pretty much every single icon in the game, and you could just over like the course of a month or 2 months you could grind towards completing that SBC, for example like a prime icon Nedved. However in FIFA 20 they got rid of them and instead they put icon swaps in, where essentially you did objectives to earn tokens, and then you trade in your tokens to get other icons and icon packs. So we're going to be discussing them today and what I think will be in FIFA 21. Okay, so before we get into the video, let me know down below in the comment section what you would prefer to be in FIFA 21. Would you like icon SBCs back into the game, or would you like icon swaps to carry over into FIFA 21? But first point, I'm going to start off with the icon SBCs. Now I do want to say, if we did have a community vote, I do reckon icon SBCs would be voted into FIFA 21 over icon swaps. I know again in FIFA 20 I saw a lot of people keep saying bring back icon SBCs, and one of the reasons for this was it was something to grind towards, you know. For example in FIFA 20 we didn't really have too many SBCs which you could put your fodder into, your duplicate untradables. For example, you did some like 2-goal player packs and you got some duplicate fodder. Again, you either quick sell them or you could put them into an icon SBC. So for example, you know, when you got like a duplicate who's a good fodder, so you got a duplicate James Rodriguez untradable, you know, you wasn't too annoyed because, you know, you could go put them into the icon SBC and, you know, it's kind of worthwhile and you still got good value for coins on the 2-goal player pack SBCs. Now I think if I was like right in saying this, I think the icon SBCs lasted for a couple of months. I remember I did a prime icon Nedved one. I can't remember who I got. I think I actually can't remember, but for example I think I might have got a duplicate untradable icon, and one of the requirements for the icon SBCs in the majority of them is submitting an icon. So not only did this mean if you got, for example, a Inzaghi untradable, it basically meant it was actually usable. So for example, you got Inzaghi untradable in FIFA 20, you know, you had to put him into an SBC as fodder, or just keep him in your club because no one's using Inzaghi. But in FIFA 19 you could actually use an icon untradable Inzaghi, you know, to some use, because at the end of the day it's literally 85 rated, and 85 rated fodder is not that expensive, but 85 rated icon fodder obviously is. So when you pack the bad icon, or like a baby icon which you can go into your team and it's untradable, you actually serve the purpose in these SBCs. Not only did it do that, but I think it also kind of gave you something to, you know, work towards. Obviously in FIFA 20 we have objectives which you can do, but it means going out your way, building teams, and just basically playing the game to do objectives rather than actually playing to win the game. You know, playing because you actually like playing the gameplay. The objectives kind of just made us play not in the way to win, you know. We just kind of, for example, going down to Division 10 to get the games done easier, you know. So matchmaking wasn't too great in FIFA 20 because of objectives, but in terms of the icon SBCs, you know, it didn't affect gameplay, it didn't affect the way you play. If anything, it made you more excited to play because, for example, if you completed a prime icon Nedved, you got to try that card out in FUT Champions, Division Rivals. You know, you get more excited to play the actual gameplay because you just unlocked a new card. Okay, so they're my main points for the icon SBCs. We're going to move on to the icon swaps now and just discuss that. So first of all, I actually quite like icon swaps. I think I probably prefer the SBCs more, but in terms of, I think if you're going to grind the game, if you're someone who's going to put a lot of hours in, the SBCs will probably benefit you more. But the icon swaps allow you to get a free icon, and it was accessible to most people. For example, the icon SBCs, if you didn't, you know, open lots of packs, you know, it didn't really benefit you too much. Obviously you could buy the players on the market, but I don't know, I felt like the icon SBCs, you had to grind them more. Again, people might want to grind them more. People might want something to actually grind in the game. The icon swaps was very accessible to everyone. For example, even if you just got like 6 or 7 tokens and you got the icon Van der Sar, I know you could get him for like 7 tokens in FIFA 20 and it was really good. Obviously, again, if you wanted to grind it even more, you could go for like the very best one, for example, like a baby Hullet, I think on the first season of Icon Swap. But the main thing is, I think it ruined division rivals, because again, for example, say he was a Division 8 player, you have people relegating themselves down to like Division 8, Division 9, just to get the objectives done quicker, and hopefully more people rage quit, because obviously you just can absolutely dominate them because you're like a Div 3 player. So in that sense, Icon Swaps did kind of take the enjoyment out of division rivals for a lot of people. It also kind of messed up rewards, because if you're going to go down like 5 divisions, it meant you was going to get like Division 8 rewards next week, and they're not too great. But I think in terms of like how it affects the game, Icon Swaps affected it a lot more negatively, whereas Icon SBCs, I think, just made people actually want to play the game just that little bit more, because they got to try out a new FIFA card. Again, for example, I saw people comparing their FIFA 19 teams, like the endgame team, compared to the FIFA 21. And again, in a lot of the FIFA 19 ones, you see these people with prime icons, prime icon moments, and there's a lot more icons in their teams because they had something to grind towards. Again, you could put the division rival awards into there, you could take the untradables and put them into there. It's just a lot. It was something to grind towards. Again, we have, for example, in FIFA 20, we have the player moments SBCs, such as player moments Hazard. I know a few people did him. One, he was a bit overpriced, but he had no expiry date. So, for example, you could put your division rival untradables into there. Your just any untradables you got and any fodder cards you got, you could put into that SBC, but there just wasn't enough of it. There wasn't enough no expiry date SBCs in replacement of the Icon SBCs to kind of fulfill that element of the grind. Okay, so that's basically the end of the video. Let me know, like I said, down below in the comments, what you want to be back in FIFA 21. Do you want the Icon SBCs or do you want the Icon Swaps? Let's have a discussion down below in the comments. And if you did enjoy the video, please do smash a like, drop a sub if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications for more FIFA 21 videos. Okay, so I just realised I didn't really conclude the title, basically say which I think will be in FIFA 21. So obviously, one side we've got Icon Swaps, other side we've got Icon SBCs. Now, I generally think the Icon SBCs won't be making a return. I mean, even though the community want them, I just think Icon Swaps are just going to stay in the game. I think they should kill off the Icon SBCs and not even bring them back. Again, I think we'll get player moment SBCs with no expiry date. I think we'll see more SBCs in general without an expiry date, so you can grind towards them. But I think in terms of icons, EA are going to stick with this swaps kind of idea and try and progress the objectives in FIFA 21. Again, there was objectives in FIFA 21 to unlock some sort of special cards, but I think we'll see more of a focus on completing objectives. I think there's also going to be a game mode where you can complete objectives instead of doing it in division rivals, and obviously affecting the matchmaking. But I generally don't see them bringing back SBCs for icons and just kind of sticking with this Icon Swaps kind of idea.